Okay, here we have the double CD edition of Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds, The New Generation. And The New Generation means that this has been re-released in 2012, and it's brand new packaging, and it's got all new artists, as it says on the front: Liam Neeson, Gary Barlow, Ricky Wilson, Alex Clare, Joss Stone and Maverick Savari, to name just a few of the main participants in this. And what this video is going to do is to show you how fantastic I think the packaging is. I think Sony have done a really good job on this, and certainly this is one of those CDs that I'd really recommend buying rather than just downloading, because I think you'll actually appreciate having this in your collection. So immediately as we open up, you've got the very first CD and a very simple but very nice textured card sleeve. And then quite immediately we're going to go into what is some really plush packaging. Now, I'm not going to always force the pages fully open, but this sheet here is actually very kind of thick but semi-transparent. Let me just hold that up so you can see what I mean. Really nice feeling paper here, and they've used almost like a gold ink on here, and there's a really fancy styling, and that you see throughout. The fonts are fantastic, and it's got a real sort of Edwardian, Victorian, Gothic feel to it, and it really does set the scene. So I'll just quickly read that out in case you can't see it. And yet across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours regard this earth with envious eyes. An absolutely ominous starting to this fantastic music opera, and it almost is like this. Almost is like that. If you know the piece, you'll know what I mean. And throughout this booklet, you've got this really fantastic kind of sepia brown coloration and gold throughout. It's a really consistently well designed booklet that includes not just lots of information, the words, the lyrics, but also quite a lot of visionary art, and it's new art that you only get in here. So this is Hawthorne Common. You've then got quite a lot of the story, the actual lyrics, so you can follow this through whilst you're listening. Really beautiful art here, some scenes of collapsing London as it's being attacked by one of the machines. Panic in the Street, this is called. And what I'm hoping to show you here is that this booklet and the art really makes this a worthwhile purchase. So you can see on the pages, really fantastic layout, really good typesetting, lovely use of fonts throughout, really clear layout. This brown paper works really well with white font. You can see there the red weed. We're now into the second disc, the Earth Under the Martians, but the actual second disc is on the very back. We'll come to that. There's the Spirit of Man. I'm going to turn this sideways because this one is actually quite a tall piece of art. This is A Brave New World. This is an imagination of a possible new future underneath the ground, as portrayed and sung by the artilleryman. Quite an emotive scene, and I think that really echoes the very Victorian London underground nature and all the tunnelling successes that were going on with Isambard Kingdom Brunel's techniques and various other techniques used in London at the times for the underground formation of all the sewer works, etc. And like I say, you can see there's quite a lot of art here. And you just get a really good feel for the quality of the paper. I hope you can see and feel it. It's really nice. It's kind of shiny, sheeny, but it's not overly glossy. As you can see, it's not reflecting too highly in the light. I've got an overhead light. We've got a nice section piece on each of the artists and each of the main artists, as well as we go to near the back, the writers and the production team and some of the guest musicians. So including Gary Osborne there. So you've got all kinds of various notaries and people that wanted to get involved in this new generation version. And again, on the very back, you've got this kind of thick, lovely, semi-translucent tissue sheet that really is beautifully textured. And slowly and surely they drew their plans against us. That's a really creepy, wonderful ending. And again, there's the second disc. Let's close it so you can see the rear of the packaging. So Sony have done a really good job here. They've actually kept the depth of this cardboard packaging the same as a normal CD, so it'll fit on your shelves and won't fit out of place. It doesn't take up too much room. But they've packed it full of really good art, fantastic information, and it really does remind me of the days when you got a double LP with sleeve notes, and you were really quite pleased. You felt like you were getting like a book. I think this is exactly that. I think they've done a fantastic job, and whilst you can go and sample this online at various sites that allow you to have a little sample download of the track, so you can hear whether you like the actual music and the way that they've acted this out on various sites like Amazon and iTunes, etc. I don't think this is one for digital download. I think this is one for buying, and I hope that being able to look through the packaging helps you with your purchasing decisions. Certainly gets a thumbs up for myself. I've got both the original version and this version of the Jeff Wayne's musical version of War of the Worlds. I think they're both good, excellent items, great things to have in your collection. They're both different, and they've been set out with a slightly different kind of musical theme. And I think the easy way of me to explain the main differences is obviously you've got a different cast and crew, but the story is absolutely the same. But you've got slightly more upbeat, more modern, quite up-to-date musical sounds in this version compared to the older 70s version of the original War of the Worlds. Please do have a listen to a few sample tracks that you can get easily available online. And like I say, I think this one is one to buy and one to add to your collection. Hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.